Hey, what's up, you all? Happy New Year. I just wanted to put together a quick video because this year, if you're not already involved, is a great year to start participating in open governance. And what that means is if you're doing things on chain, on Base, on OP, on other networks on the Superchain, you can be part of the governance process for making decisions and voting on what happens next on the Superchain. And so, um, open governance is like a huge thing. We're still like in the earliest days of it, but in the future, I hope and I believe that we're not going to be in this type of system where, oh, where do you live? Show us your papers. Oh, you can't vote. On chain, everybody has a voice. And so I feel like that starts with participating in open governance and learning about how these things work. And so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Um, so if you're not already dialed in with the Superchain is networks built on top of the OP stack. That includes OP, Base, and others. Just to give you an idea of how big this is, it actually doesn't even fit on this page. So I think there's 6 right here. If you go in and look on GitHub, you can actually see all of the ones that have been added to the Superchain registry. I'm just looking at the raw code here on GitHub, but it's actually almost 2 dozen now. And I feel like probably this year, conservatively, there's going to be double this amount, probably at least 50 networks on the Superchain. And so when I talk about governance, what exactly does that mean? Well, if you go to vote.optimism.io, you can see where proposals happen. These are actually votes that are happening on chain, on OP, that are making decisions about what happens next on the superchain. And anybody can be part of this process. This is the actual vote, but there's also like a whole governance forum here on gov.optimism.io where you can start to learn about like what's happening on this superchain. What are the topics of discussion? Like how are people forming consensus around ideas? This is where a lot of the brainstorming happens that people work together on before it moves to like an on-chain vote. So if you check out gov.optimism.io, you can go to those forums and start seeing how that works. If you want to see just the actual voting itself, you can go to vote.optimism.io. And so the other reason why I wanted to show this video is because I also participate in this governance. And one of the headaches of doing it is it's really, really hard to know when these votes are happening. We're all like busy people. We have new messages, we have emails, DMs, all this stuff. You have to participate in these votes by very specific times. Otherwise, you miss it and you're not participating. You're not adding to the ecosystem. So in order to make it better for me, I built a Telegram bot that anybody can now join a channel for to be notified when there's upcoming votes, when there's new proposals that have been added to vote.optimism.io. And so I'm going to add a link to this in the thread for this video, but it's just super simple. It's just t.me/optimism proposals. And if you go in there, you add it to your Telegram, you'll see in here that every single proposal that gets added starts to come in here now. So you can turn off, you can actually turn on notifications. So like when a new one's added, hey, there's a really time sensitive vote happening, you can go in here and get that notification and then click straight to it. So if I click in here, you'll see it takes me straight to the voting page. I can get all the details for this specific proposal. I can participate. This one's ended, but in the future, my hope here is that really anybody that wants to be part of governance, additionally in like learning about how the process works, doesn't miss out on any of the votes, because I missed some votes in December specifically, and I feel like that's really a missed opportunity if we're really interested in being part of this on-chain economy, this open space that we can all be part of regardless of our country, our different political systems, and this other off-chain world. We really need to make it a point to be active and contribute to open governance. So anyways, that's it in a nutshell. Check out t.me/optimism proposals. I'll include that link. It's free, but you'll get notified about any new upcoming votes. And yeah, see you voting on chain. See you in the forums. And yeah, Happy New Year.